everyone, Michael K here. Today I was able to talk to a longtime friend of mine who lives in China, and I want to share the video call I had with her. It was kind of like an interview style talk, chat kind of thing, to address the hysteria and panic that's going on in Canada and US recently, and talk about her situation in China, where the COVID-19 virus first hit. Anyway, thank you for joining us. You're like 12 hours ahead of us, so you're joining us from Shanghai, and you have a very important role in a school. What is it you do, and how is it affecting your work?
Well, basically, I'm a kindergarten leader, so I'm second in command under my principal without the actual title yet. Kind of something I have to prove myself, but it's a really good job. Um, Great people to work with. How is it affecting our work? Well, we are all working from home right now. So, like I said, we're working from home, and tomorrow morning, Sunday at 10 o'clock, we're interviewing teachers for the next semester, and we're just plugging along, doing what we got to do.
That's excellent. I'm so proud of you. You are originally from Canada. We actually
hmm
we've known each other for over 20 years. So yeah, you were recently here during the holidays for Christmas, which was wonderful with your
hmm
daughter. How long have you guys been quarantined for?
The initial quarantine is 14 days. For any city or province to be cleared, it's 2 quarantine cycles. We're not under quarantine now, but we're just taking the government's advice and staying in as much as possible while this whole thing shakes out, I guess.
Okay, okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know. So while you were
Sorry, there is restrictions still.
okay,
Um, For example, in my community of apartments, when when we get deliveries, usually it comes to the door, but now no new people can come into my apartment complex.
oh
You
okay,
know how where you live? Yeah. Like the
okay,
pizza's delivered to your door, right?
right. So
Right. So people can go into Proofer and like deliver pizza. Here, nobody new can come in, so they have to be vetted by the guards, and so we have to get all of our collections at the gate and our deliveries and whatnot. Yeah.
oh okay.
So, and when we leave, we have to take like a little piece of paper, and then we have to give it back when we come back. I don't know.
Well, anything on the street, is it worth asking about? Like, was during the quarantine, was there anything weird, like something like, well, like just took aback you want to share that you saw on the street going on that's
Um,
worth mentioning?
well, kind of like Windsor, but not to the extent. There was a bit of a hysteria phase, which lasted, I swear to God, like a week. Then the government started fining businesses for price gouging and people for hoarding and selling. So that quickly fizzled out.
Which
And now the supermarkets are stocked.
good. Well, I'm hoping this is a very short phase. I don't even want to go shopping at all right now. I stopped at a
I
convenience store and grabbed
know.
eggs, like just basic, because I just don't want to fight the crowds. Like, yeah, I
I
gotta,
know,
I'll
and
mess with my breakfast, right?
everything I'm hearing with the toilet paper and the price gouging,
You know what,
it's just ridiculous.
Cindy? You know,
It's panic.
it is, and it's kind of ridiculous that there's not even, diarrhea is not even one of the side effects of having the virus. So, is it just a comfort thing
No,
to have?
no, and people seem to have forgotten that you can wash your bums with water, but whatever.
Ray or rag or whatever, you can make do. I would never put
Something.
more than I need to for toilet paper. Forget it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the next thing. So some of the news stories that came, there's many of them that came across this week. One of them being that the Chinese medical team are helping in Italy with the COVID-19 outbreak.
Yeah.
That's wonderful news.
That was after I believe the Italian Red Cross reached out to China.
Hmm.
And so even though China is still depleted with resources and they still need a lot of help and supplies in their main crisis centers, they dispatched a group of like leaders, especially during this pandemic, to go and assist Italy. And I just thought that was really great because
Hmm.
there are so many people here. They didn't have to do that, and they
Absolutely.
just,
No, that's
yeah.
wonderful. I also heard that, I don't know if you've seen the news, I mentioned it to you about they had makeshift hospitals in China and just for this, specifically for this virus. And now on our news it's saying that they're closing them up because they're no longer needed, which is good. So the levels are coming
Oh
down.
yeah, that means the hospitals that they built just for this purpose
Hmm.
would be closing because the disease, the virus is dying out here.
Hmm.
Actually, China's probably a safer place to be than
Hmm.
the rest of the world right now because even though the government does control everything, when we go to a public place, our temperature's taken.
Hmm.
Everything's mandated by the government.
Yeah,
But
they went to extreme
in
measures, but in America,
they
Canada,
had to. And in Canada or any place in the West, if somebody tries to take your temperature in a public place, they're probably gonna get smacked or worse. So like
without getting
it's
permission, kind of.
really like
Yeah.
so yeah, you can't touch my body. So yeah, they
Yeah.
did a really good job at containing this and
Hmm.
treating. So
Absolutely. I agree. As soon as the World Health Organization declared it's a pandemic, and then Ontario right away said, "Oh, we're closing all the schools until April," people just went in hysteria around here. Uh, they just got to get the information and knowledge and understand that it's not a death sentence. Some people think it's like airborne AIDS. If you get it, I hear people at work actually, yesterday, panicking. I'm like, calm down. You're not going to die if you get it. You're young, you're healthy.
I think Well, Michael, I think that people misunderstand the word pandemic. It's not based on the lethality of the virus, but more
Right.
so on its transmissibility
Mm-hmm.
and the geographical area.
That's
So,
right. I had to.
because it's it's hit X amount of countries,
Right.
they have to declare it a
Call it a
pandemic.
pandemic. Right. I
Yeah.
had to actually look up the actual definition of pandemic because I wasn't completely sure, and that's absolutely what I found. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say was, people back home, just calm down. Like, I'm living in the ground zero and nobody's freaking out like this. You guys need to like get your shit together and calm down about this and stop hoarding stuff, okay? Because hoarding is not doing anything for your fellow man. Honestly, like the fear is the worst enemy. Everything else is not, you know? So like stop hoarding, people, and like take advantage of the low gas prices. But
Yeah.
seriously,
That's it. Right.
yeah,
uh,
stop the craziness. It's too much.
mm.
Well, that's all I have to say about that, Forrest Gump.
Excellent. It was great seeing you. I love you so much. Ah.
I love you too.
I want to again thank you for it was a wonderful chat I had with her. I hope that it helped people out there understand a little more. And I have a plan of doing I said I was going to do a vlog on the anti-vaxxer movement. I've been working on it and it should be out soon. I wish everyone well and stay safe out there. Michael K here. Take care, everyone.